Hello, and welcome back to the story. Today we will be making a recap for a movie from 2010 titled Grownups. The story begins in year 1978. Five childhood friends win their junior high basketball championship. They celebrate at a lake house where their coach Buzzer tells them to live their lives like the way they have played the game. The five friends have since separated, and 30 years later, Lenny is now a successful talent agent. At Hollywood, he is married to a hot Latina and fashion designer. Subscribe Roxanne. They have three children named Greg, Keith, and Becky. Lenny is annoyed by how spoiled Greg and Keith have become. Eric is claiming to be a co-owner of a lawn furniture company. To impress his friends, he has two children named Donna, and Bean, his wife Sally, is still breastfeeding Bean, who is already 4 years old. Kurt is a stay-at-home father and has two children named Andre, and Charlotte, his wife, Dean, is the breadwinner of the family and is pregnant with their third child, Deansmo. They're named Ronzoni, also lives with them. They all bully Kurt for being useless in the house. Marcus stayed single and is a womanizer, and Rob, who is vegan and have already been divorced thrice, is married to Gloria, who is older than him by 30 years. They find out that their coach has died. All fly back to New England, bringing their families. Everyone is happy to see one another once more, and they introduce their family to each other. After the funeral, they all went to the lake house, which Lenny rented for the whole 4th of July weekend. However, Lenny can't stay for the whole weekend because his wife has an important fashion show to be held in Milan. Lenny is frustrated of his kids, who would just rather play video games than play outdoors like Lenny and his friends used to, so the fathers force and bring their kids outside to play. Lenny runs into his old rival Dickie in a restaurant nearby. Dickie works as a cook there. He still cannot accept their defeat long ago, and he alleges Lenny that his foot went out of bounds when he made his winning shot on that game. He challenges Lenny and his friends on a rematch, but Lenny declines, saying that it is just a waste of time. At dinner, they discuss about spreading the ashes of their coach in the morning. Lenny says he can't come with them because of his wife's fashion show. His wife became angry and walked out because she thinks Lenny is painting a bad image of her to his friends. Because of this, she allows Lenny to come with his friends in spree, aiding their coach's ashes, but they should leave right away the next morning. That morning, the five friends went row a boat to an island where they would spread the ashes. As Rob is spreading the ashes, he sobs and breaks down while telling his friends about his failed marriages. He is also nervous to meet his daughters, whom he invited to visit. As they went back, they meet Rob's daughters. First to arrive is his hot daughter Jasmine, who asked for help to fix her broken car. Rob is bullied by his friend and became upset. To cheer him up, the five plays arrow roulette, where an arrow is shot up and the last person to run away would win. Everyone ran and took cover, except for Rob. He did not move an inch until the arrow lands on his foot. While they were helping him, Rob's second daughter arrives, a hot Asian named Amber. His third daughter, Bridget, also arrived, and to the men's dismay, she closely resembles Rob. In the evening, Roxanne is preparing to leave tomorrow. Her daughter Becky came in, saying her tooth falls out. Roxanne is too busy and annoyed that she tells her that she will just put $1 under her pillow. Later, her daughter is ruined, finding out that there is no tooth fairy. Roxanne is worried and tells Lenny about it. Lenny went to the kids' room and found them talking to cup phones with other kids. He is happy that the kids are starting to have fun like they did when they were younger. He then asked everybody to put cup phones around the house. Roxanne talks to her daughter, Becky, using the cups and told her that she is actually the tooth fairy. The next morning, as Roxanne is packing in the car, she sees all the kids playing by the lake. They are having fun skipping rocks, and she joined in. She then decides to stay and tells Lenny that they cannot leave the lake house because she needs to learn how to skip rocks. Lenny is happy with how his wife changed and decides they should head for the water park. They were excited, and everyone went at the water park. Bean learns to drink milk from a carton. Marcus keeps on flirting with Jasmine and Amber, which upsets Rob. He tells her daughter to stay away from Marcus. They meet Dickie and his group again at the park, who tries to bully them on the zipline. Wiley, one of Dickie's friends, crashed into a shed while sliding down the zipline. When they return to the house, Dean sees his husband Kurt spending time with Rita, Lenny's nanny, and grows suspicious. Later in the evening, the grown-ups spent time together drinking and reminiscing about their past. Everyone later danced with their partners, except for Kurt, who danced with a bottle in the morning. They raised the flag in celebration of the 4th of July. As the men are talking, Kurt shares his experience with girls and talks about the last girl he had sex with, who is blonde and super hot. Rob believes it is his hot daughter Jasmine, whom Kurt nailed last night, so he hits him. He also thought Kurt nailed his other daughter Amber, so he hits him again. Jasmine and Amber assure him that Kurt did not had sex with them. Marcus also tells him that he would never do it to his daughters. Then Roxanne confronts his husband Lenny about him canceling their Milan flight, even before they came to the funeral. Without her knowing it, Lenny answers that he thinks that it is better for their family to spend time at the lake house with normal people, since his kids are becoming too spoiled. He then promises Roxanne that there would be no more lying. Diane also confronts Kurt and tells him that he has a thing and is flirting with Rita. The nanny Kurt tells her that he was not flirting, rather he just enjoyed having real conversation with her that he does not get with his wife. Diane promises him that she would take him more often on dates. After that, Eric admits to the group that he is not a lawn furniture company co-owner and that he also lost his job 2 months ago. He's only saying that because he does not want everyone to think of him as a failure later on. Lenny offers Eric a card detailing center for him. Gloria then shares to everyone how she feels the love between everyone and delivers an inspiring speech. Everyone made a group hug the group, then went to the 4th of July barbecue, and everyone is happy celebrating. Later on, Dickie and his friends came and challenged Lenny and his friends again for a basketball rematch despite his injury. Rob says that their coach would want them to accept the challenge. So the basketball battle between Lenny and Dickie's group begins with their wives as cheers everyone. Nee got so tired, but the game is still so close, and the only players left in the court are Lenny and Dickie. They agreed to bring their sons to play with them. When Lenny is about to make the winning shot for the game, he intentionally misses to allow Dickie to win to give him a sense of victory. Lenny and his team accepted the loss happily. Later that night, everyone is watching the fireworks. Marcus, who is drunk, decides to play another game of arrow roulette. Everybody runs away, except for Wiley, who has injury and cannot move. The arrow lands straight to his foot, and he passes out. Did you like our movie recap? Please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel to be updated for new movie recaps. Hit the notification bell.